Hello people, this is Teo. Today for this video I want to talk about Byronic traits and masking. What is masking? Masking is a psychological defense mechanism where you hide your true self or your true traits. For example, I just sneezed off camera and me pausing this video was masking. And masking can happen when you unconsciously you just mask because you don't want your Byronic traits to leak out and people get scared of them. And the difference between Byronic and autistic masking is that autistic masking is done very consciously. For example, think of when you were a teenager, you thought, what should I do that seems cool and not weird or awkward? And apply this to every situation. With Byronism, we know the social rules, but we choose not to apply them when we're our authentic selves because we don't like to be forced to conform or do something because that's part of our Byronic tendencies. And part of us just wants to bug out and not care about society and whatever. And it's hardwired in our brains. Like, I'm a person who usually likes to respect people. I'm not that kind of Byronic that doesn't want to respect people because their adaptive resistance is this low. I mean, imagine like a filter. My filter is pretty good, but when I get triggered or angry, my filter breaks. So instead of using that filter, I have to use a mask on. So that's an alternative to the filter because my filter is not very tolerant to me being triggered. So I use a mask now, and my mask is pretty damn good. Except when it falls, when I'm like under certain stressful conditions, or when my intrusive thoughts get too much, and I somehow get mind control and lack self awareness and all, which happened plenty of times before. My mask drops. Like whenever my mask drops, it's scary. It's like you see my mind, and my mind is horrifying. Like my thoughts are I'm not a horrifying person morally. I'm just saying my thoughts are horrifying. And whenever that happened before, I got really really negative reactions. Like it was horrible. It was a horrible sight to see my mask off and my filter off at the same time. So yeah, this is the difference between autistic and Byronic masking. And with Byronic autistic masking, I mean autistic masking, people tend to mask their stimming, and I understand that. I'm not on the autism spectrum, but I am on the Byronic spectrum. So I do have like certain behaviors that may look autistic, but they're not. They're just similar because I'm an HSP, and I think that's part of HSP and Byronism as like at the same time. So yeah, this when I have to always unconscious, like when you're Byronic, it's more unconscious the masking. Sometimes it's more conscious, but like because you already know socially the social rules, unlike an autistic person, you mask more unconsciously. It's like you think it's just you want to be respectful and empathic and all, but deep down it's like you're empathic, but you want to be empathic and be unrestrained. You don't want to be you don't want to be restrained by society's like unrealistic expectations, how they organize properly and clean and morally right. You just don't. Uh, you just don't. Eh, yeah. But Byronic, don't get me wrong. Byronics do want to be good people most of the time, but it's that stupid adaptive impairment and that filter and masking we have to use to get by in daily life. Because deep down we just want to like screw this, I'm out, I just want to be a feral child forever. That's how we feel willingly. That's how we feel okay, maybe not willingly, but that's how we wire to feel. Part of it stems in trauma, part of it stems in intergenerational epigenetic trauma, part of it is just our genes, part of it is just our soul expression. Yeah, and that's very different from autism masking. Autism masking is like, I'm not gonna do this because it makes me look weird. And Baron's masking is like, I want to be contrarian, but I gotta respect people, so I gotta hide and put on a mask and filter. And despite simultaneously and paradoxically wanting to be a good person, it's weird. It's really weird. So yeah, this is the synthesis of Byronic versus autistic masking. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not forcing you to. And have a good day.